Hello, and thank you so much for dropping by this video. So this is going to be a talk on a short talk on a very interesting topic, the timing of our death. So, one of the deepest fears that human beings have of death, and it is of death. And Bruno Groening, a spiritual teacher who I have the highest respect for, said that it's not necessary to fear death. First of all, he said that fear is never helpful, that it's always evil and always harmful, and that we have the capacity to be mindful of danger without fear. Part of why he said this is that faith, he said, maintains a connection with the divine, while fear cuts us off from that connection. So he had some very interesting things to say about death and the time of death. Very specifically, he said that the time of our death was set, meaning when we take our first breath, the moment we take our last breath is already set. Now, he said there's one exception to that. He said if someone is unwilling or unable to learn or grow any further, then it was possible that they might experience what he called an early recall. And it was integral to Bruno Groening's understanding of life, that this life is a school and that we are here to learn. And that if we're literally unwilling or unable to learn and learn any further, then the purpose of life has come to an end. So all of this is very interesting when you think about vaccination. And the current, at the making of this video, it is June 2021. And but before I get into vaccination, so this is a radical shift. People are always, it's a primal fear in human beings of death. And yet Bruno Groening said that it is set. And that there's no need to fear it, because in essence, there's nothing we can do about it. He also pointed out that we are not a body. The body is that which houses the soul and the spirit. And the soul and the spirit don't die. That this lifetime is just a small part of a vast spiritual journey. And that who and what we are, a soul with a spirit, cannot die, is eternal, and does not die. That this dies. Now, to vaccinations. Someone asked me recently, what are my views on getting vaccinated? And the very short answer is, my view is you need to tune in to your soul, to your spirit, and be guided by God, whether to get vaccinated or not. For myself, I've currently chosen not to get vaccinated. And one of the reasons is because of this teaching of Bruno Groening. I trust that it's true. In general, I trust Bruno Groening, but as I've really meditated on this from the inside, I get a yes, that this is actually true, that the time of my death is already set. And as long as I'm willing to learn and grow, that date is set and there's nothing I can do about it. So that's where my decision to not get vaccinated is coming from, is feeling that in essence it's not, I'll just speak for myself, that it's not necessary. I don't need to, yes, the vaccination might prevent me from getting sick, but for myself, I'm not concerned about dying from from what's going around the world right now, because if I were to die, I'm pretty convinced that it would be my time, that it was truly set. So let's see if there's anything else I'd like to say on that. And it's not my place. What's behind all this is someone on Quora asked me what my thoughts were on being vaccinated, and I'm utterly convinced it's not my place to give anyone else advice other than to listen to God and to seek God's will for every decision. So I really appreciate the question, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care.